everyone, it's Nemesis. I really didn't want to make this video. I was going to take the week off to clear my mind and try to de-stress about everything going on in the world. But with how everything has progressed in the past 24 hours in America, I am asking you all for your help and support over on my Ko-Fi link, which will be down in the description. But basically, yesterday, we all know that sadly someone was killed, and that person who was killed for their entire life has basically called out political violence against several groups. As long as you wasn't white or cis or straight, they basically was calling for violence against your life and against your family, against anyone else. But yet that defeats the purpose of what they want to push out in the media. And last night, our president, sadly, that we have to call him that, but said that he was going to go after the people who are causing this violence and this dissent and all of his other stuff. And basically, it was a call for Trump to basically go after anyone who doesn't agree with him, doesn't agree with his party, doesn't agree with their statements, anyone who criticizes them, to basically label them as a terrorist. And in the United States, sadly, by law, ever since 9/11, which is sadly today, they basically made it a law that terrorists do not have rights, and that terrorists can be rounded up and disappeared, basically, like it's like what they're basically doing to illegal immigrants right now, who basically have been mostly legal immigrants that they've been gathering up. But as you all may not know or not be aware, I am a transgender person in real life. I am a transgender woman. I have a partner, and I have a husky. And all three of us have been trying to move out of the U.S. We've gotten to a point that we need some help with a goal that I have set up on Ko-Fi. But with everything happening right now in the world and the push for them to gather people up, and the fact that there are people now doxing people online for their rhetoric or for their opinions and stuff, and saying that Charlie Kirk's murderers need to pay and things, calling anyone who disagrees with his statements or Trump and anyone that they're murderers and stuff, need to pay and things. The call to get out of the U.S. needs to happen ASAP. So if you can and can afford it, please donate to my Ko-Fi that I will link down the description, because we need to get out of the U.S. for our life, for my health, for our safety, because right now, every time we step out that door, it could be our last day that we see each other, or our last day that I see my partner, or the last day that we are breathing, because of how crazy it's gotten in the U.S. just for people who are not white, straight, and cis. So please, if you can, help us out. And really sorry that I'm not having any videos this week. I was just trying to take a break and was going to go back to it. I don't know if I'm going to have videos next week. It all depends on how my headspace is. And right now, I just am in fear, everyone. I'm not getting any sleep. Literally last night we had 30 cops outside our place with 2 SWAT vehicles, and they ended up raiding some house down the block because someone did something. They're not releasing information. They're not telling us why it happened, but we all heard the gunshots after like 3 hours, and then the coroner basically showed up, and the crime scene and stuff has been up there all day and things. So we're not sure what the hell happened, but it's just getting scary, and that this is becoming the norm in the United States everywhere. So please, if you can, please, I'm begging you, help us out. Because we need to get out for our safety and for our health and well-being. So that's all I wanted to say. Sorry I had to make this video, and sorry that it's gotten to this point that I have to make this video and call for help, because I really feel bad to ask people for help, because I wanted to make a community. I really wanted to be one of those VTubers that made a community that was strong, supportive, and could help out others, instead of now being the one that needs the help and needs to get out of the US, because my country basically has said that they would rather see people like me dead than it would alive. So please help us out and have a good day, everyone. All right, thank you for your time, and goodbye.